young child of about 4 to 5 years was raped by a young man of 34, 35. Now what happened? This child was beautifully dressed, ready for school, and he saw this young man, like all those brother children, brother, buy me biscuit. And the man was like, there's no money here with me. Just follow me to the house. And the child followed. And what did the man do? He raped that young girl. When he saw that he was not having his way, he has to look for something, to make it easy. And there was blood all over the place. And the mother was looking for the child. Where this became food already. And somebody said, he followed that brother go. They had to trace the guy to the house. He knew that, okay, they will come from this side. So he drew the child, hid the child under the bed, cleaned everywhere. So when they came looking for the child, like, this wicked, they say, follow you. He said, no, he not reach you. But thank God that they saw the blood. How come this blood? They had to search the house and they saw the child already half gone. They brought the child to the hospital and the doctor said, the chances of this child bearing children is very, very tiny. Now you could see that the heart of that man is already sown to the devil. Because I see no reason why a matured man of that age want to rape a girl of... as in, what do you gain, what do you tend to attain at the end of it? 4 to 5 years. So the heart, the mind is already polluted.
So clearly it wasn't for pleasure.
I'm not sure it was for pleasure. It's because...
demonic obsession.
Yes. Because the heart of that man is already destroyed by the devil. Having sex with the child of that age, there is no pleasure in it. So that's absolute wickedness to me.
All right, thank you. I'm beginning to get some points from the next question I wanted to ask Brother Abraham. Why do men involve in rape? So basically from the story she has narrated, that wasn't for pleasure. Some of them could be for pleasure. But this is clearly a case of demonic obsession. Mrs. Elo mentioned something about ritual and all of that. Another thing I've seen is men involved in rape because they want to mark it as a conquest. I have conquered this person. Hello? Before I ask the next question, I was in the barber's shop, okay, maybe some months ago, and I heard some young boys talking. And that was when it dawned on me that the level of promiscuity in this town called Saple is at an alarming rate. They were just talking and laughing. They were waiting to have their haircut. And then one was saying, how far that girl yesterday now? He said, she grew now. And they were laughing. They were now hailing the guy. So what am I trying to say? From their discussion, I got to understand that, long before now, there is something called, is it toasting? Is it courtship? When you meet a lady, you do nice things, you act nicely to gain the lady's attention and the lady's trust. But from their discussion, what I saw was more like, you just walk up to a lady, okay, how your home be now? How far? 2 hours, I'll give you 30K. How far? And that's it. So the whole morale, everything has dropped down. I don't know if Brother Abraham wants to say one more thing. Why do men really indulge in rape?
Okay, thank you, sir. You talked about the process of courtship just now. It starts by, when you desire a lady, you start by the talking. Yes. And after the talking, you proceed to the stage where you go out and get the lady to be more comfortable with you. And then, when you are not a Christian, sex can follow. So on that ground is on a mutual agreement. But one of the reasons why I think that men indulge in rape, they don't want to go through that process. We are in a society today where people don't want to go through the process of achieving something. They want it easy.
So they're emotionally deficient.
Yes. So some men, they indulge in rape because they don't want to go through that process of talking, courting, and then having sex. Then another reason I think is this. Some people, they've been demonized. When you are demonized, you can only perpetrate evil. You don't see the importance of doing things that edifies or help the society. You are just after destroying the society. Demonization is for destruction, just like what the Bible said that the devil came to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Now, some people, when they indulge in rape because they are demonized, so they just say that, okay, I can only inflict pain. Let me inflict pain. You are just pushed. The person is just pushed to inflict pain, to inflict suffering, to inflict evil. So that's why some people indulge in rape.
Thank you very much. Now, if I just read a statement by Mr. Gbenga Adebambo, he said, if all you do with your masculinity is to conquer women, you have failed. A real man is a cover and not an invader. I don't know if that makes any sense to any of us. If all you do as a man is to conquer women, is to write in your diary, say this one, I don't conquer him. This one, I don't conquer him. You have failed. A real man is supposed to be a cover, a protector, someone they can run to, and not an invader. Now, this is bringing me closer to the next line of questions. Most rape actions are done by people who have gained the victim's trust over time. Most young girls are mostly vulnerable to people they hold in high esteem. You know? So, but I also know that parents have amazing roles that they can play. We're talking about men now not knowing how to speak nicely to ladies anymore. Most of these would have been from, issues with upbringing. So what role? Because basically, I hear many people say, oh, how to fight rape, you need to, as a girl, you need to protect yourself. Some people say you carry keys, use your keys as a weapon. Some say, carry pepper spray. If you just see any man that is coming close to you, spray it in his eyes. Some say go and learn some karate and judo. It's all good. Some say, oh, before you get into a car, look and see if there is somebody behind. Some say, oh, don't jog at night, don't jog at lonely places. All of that, they are good and fine. But that doesn't address the root cause. What is the root cause? I don't know how many of you have ever heard that a woman raped a man. It may have happened, but it's not common. True? Because men are meant to be what? More stronger and, So even if a man comes out and say, I was raped by a woman, everybody look at you and laugh. So what's wrong with you? All right? But it's always the other way. It's always the other way. So what role can parents play? I'll start with Mrs. Hello. What role can parents play to really stem this thing from the root, rather than all these things I've mentioned now that ladies do to protect themselves? What role can parents play to address it at the root level?
Thank you very much for that question. And I want to say parents play a very huge role in society, the well-being of society at large. Every crime, every good society, every bad society, everything in society stems from the family. The family is the smallest unit, but it is the greatest entity that can define a society. If we have small units, as in families, good families all around, it combines together to form a good society. But if we have bad seeds families all around, it combines together to form a bad society.